And now it's time for No Fence Riding, sponsored by the Fort Worth Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Dallas Sports Show. Time now for No Fence Riding. The concept is simple. I have a trio of statements to give to our esteemed panel. It's their job to not fence ride. Pick one side or the other. We'll call you out for it. I know I will. I know Mike will. Maybe Joe will. He tends to be a little waffly sometimes. Either way, let's get right into it with our first statement. Here we go. First statement, UNC's Bill Belichick experiment will not work. Obviously, Belichick made headlines this week by going to UNC, foregoing the NFL potentially, whether it was by force, by choice, however you want to break it down. Either way, this is nice on paper that he's going back to his home where his dad coached. This ain't going to last long. Maybe 2 years, and he's out of there, at least as far as I'm concerned. Bobby, I'll set you up for this one. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not going to work. This is going to be Bill Walsh going back to Stanford in the mid-'90s, which is also the only example we've ever got of somebody winning a Super Bowl and then going back to college coaching afterwards. We've had college coaches win Super Bowls before, but nobody's gone back after winning one, other than Bill Walsh, who it was kind of a homecoming for him. I'll be honest, I think there's a reason that the entire NFL had passed on him 2 off seasons in a row. And that it took him basically, as reports said this weekend, going back with his hands placed together, begging Woody Johnson for a job. That's the bottom. So that tells me he's not coming into UNC with the right mindset. And I think he's going to find college to be just as challenging as his close friend Nick Saban did. And so, no, I don't think this is going to work terribly well. Not that they can't win 8-9 games or something like that one of these years, but it's not going to be any sort of a juggernaut.
Mike, quick, do you think there's a chance or no?
Listen, it's not going to last very long just because of the fact that he's as old as he is. So the fact that it's only going to last 2 or 3 years feels kind of obvious, regardless of whether it's successful or not. I do think that if he brings his son in there and can have somebody else kind of doing the recruiting, there's going to be players that want to play for him. I do think that there's at least a possibility that this could work.
Joe, yes or no?
By work, winning a championship, going deep in the playoff,
Well,
no, I don't think so. But they can get respectability back to that program. Like Bobby said, 8-9 wins. It's the ACC. They can vie for a conference championship.
Trying to change the definition of this.
No, you didn't give the definition of it, so I'm giving one. No, it won't work.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to statement number 2 here. The NFL should be concerned about the rise of college football, specifically with the playoffs now being scheduled on Sundays. Again, we're talking about college becoming more professional overall. And now they're encroaching on the NFL's territory where it's starting to ruffle a little bit of feathers. We saw a little bit of news making about it. Mike, I'll set you up for this one. Keep it a little bit short. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think they should be concerned. And I think the big reason why they should be concerned is because players are making decisions based on NIL money. There's some guys, Shedeur Sanders namely, who might be taking a haircut getting drafted into the NFL this spring. There is serious money in college football, and those kinds of conversations are happening right now. Yeah, the college football world is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and yeah, it's encroaching on the NFL landscape.
Bobby, jump in here.
It's blending with the NFL landscape. I think this is something that's good for the NFL. The NFL wants more continuity. It's why quarterbacks we've seen, they don't have that same learning curve that they always have. I think the NFL likes the idea of let's blend concepts. Let's make things as prepared as we can. But yeah, also know your place. You're not going to encroach on us. We're going to respect Saturdays, but you're going to respect Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays and whatever other day they want to be on. But yeah, I think overall this is helpful for the NFL.
The NFL doesn't have to worry at all. It's just going to end up being a minor league for the NFL, and it's going to be more well put together. And so some of the players will end up being better acclimated to what the NFL will be all about. That's part of what Nick Saban is doing, trying to create an NFL program on a college campus. So no, it's not going to hurt the NFL at all, you guys. I think it's only going to make it easier for players to make that jump, and that'll help the product in the NFL. Will things be more interesting in college as well? Absolutely.